I'm thinking that I don't want to see Flicker. Flicker's just not a good hero. Fight me all you want, but I just don't like him.
Yeah, did see Heartless Gods trying to pull off the Flicker twice in the last series, not quite able to pull it off, but we're gonna see the Flicker ban.
Oh, thank God.
Definitely,
And we've got an Arden ban as well.
Yeah, Arden definitely, strong ban. We're seeing them highlight the Churnwalker ban. Churnwalker does get banned, so that's going to be Churnwalker and Arden off, and Anka and Flicker. Three pretty, usual bans, and then we got the Flicker ban.
But yeah, and we've got a Vox picked up first. That's a little interesting. Normally, CP Vox is a little bit stronger than Weapon Power Vox this patch, but T-Blade from Vayne did get wrecked with it yesterday. So, we'll have to see. And we've got Lorelei picked up as well from Fear Poseidon.
Yeah, Lorelei definitely a strong pick. Whether it's going that more of a support route or going the CP route, having that team speed boost with the water splash definitely helps with those engagements and the running away, just the constant mobility. As we see the Silvernail being picked up as well for the side of Baby Sharks, and then Lyra being picked up second for the side of Hammers.
Lyra is good. I like Lyra. I played a lot of her when I was a roam main, but she's still good. This patch she's especially good, and Celeste as well, which correct me if I'm wrong, but we've got a mid lane CP Celeste, and then a bot lane weapon Vox, probably.
With the current picks, I'd say you are most likely correct, but we'll have to see based on what they pick next. Jewel, I've heard, has coming really strong here in his 3.8 path.
Especially Crystal Power,
path. Yeah, with the CP path. Definitely a really late game hero, but once you get about 2 items deep into that build, you do start dishing out a lot of damage without that big red button, and just can play a lot of just threatening wise in that fight. As we see the Yates being picked up, definitely a really strong pick. Saw him being pulled off really well in the last series. Those pulls can be very devastating, catching someone out over a wall or just out of the middle of nowhere for a great engagement. So it's really strong comp on the side of Baby Sharks right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaning more towards them in the draft here, as we've got 3 very squishy heroes from Hammers, but Tony is going to be picked up, probably going to be jungling. Tony is very tanky, he's very frontliney, which is great, especially in the comp that they have. They definitely need some of that tankiness, but if he gets blown up by these more powerful heroes on Baby Sharks, it might be a little trouble for their backline.
Now we are going to see the last pick, Reza. Reza is a really strong, dive hero, being able to get in those back lines, dishing out a lot of damage, and even split pushing, lanes, being able to get out very easily with the Netherform detonator, and his Troublemaker being able to get over walls and move around with his mobility just extremely quickly. As they pick up the Baptiste, I think is a really strong counter pick, especially into a Reza, and possibly even a Tony, having that Ordain to just lock that Reza down can be really strong for their comp and just keeping them at bay.
Yeah, this draft is honestly looking really strong for Baby Sharks, and I think I'm gonna give them this first game. Caster Curse, prove me wrong, but they do look really strong. I think the win condition from Hammers is get your item spikes early, so that the more late game kind of focused Baby Sharks comp can't really come online yet, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it is going to be all about the CSing.
Oh, hello? Blake? Alright, so Blake seems to have died, but it's okay, I'm still here. We've got, alright, a little bit of action here in the mid lane. But nothing too crazy, as Yates is looking to be a little bit aggressive here. He's gonna look to get onto this Crystal Treant here, as 3 members of Baby Sharks are looking to poke out here, as they are gonna secure that couple Treants. CP Treant goes over to Shui on Baptiste, and they're just gonna back up over towards this mid lane here. Celeste and Reza are coming back. Mixi gonna be able to contest this. Obviously, Mixi, we know, is an extremely good player. Way back of Vainglory OG, but we'll see how well he can hold against some of the new blood that we've seen. Down in bot lane, we do see Illust rotating down, helping out Level here. He's gonna jump in, but can't really get anything done here. But we do see some action here mid lane a little bit. Shui gonna be dropping pretty low, as Mixi and Invader Zim are gonna be able to pressure him out pretty well. But nothing too surprising yet. Been a pretty low scoring game in terms of like aggression, I guess is what I'm thinking of. Blake's Discord crashed. He'll be back. But yeah, early backport forced by Unalter here in the bot lane. That's going to be good for Level here on the Vox to get a little bit of an earlier lead. Mixi and Invader Zim are going to have a lot of sustain here in this mid lane, whereas Neko Fury really doesn't. There's not a whole lot of healing in Lorelei's kit. She's more of a CC focused hero, so if Invader Zim and Mixi can stay healthy, I think they will win that matchup here. But we do see Stratosphere getting a little bit aggressive here, going once again into the jungle to try to steal some of the farm away. And the Baby Shark's Crystal Treant will go down to Hammers, though. Illust gets a little bit of a top-up here, and we might see a fight. Neko Fury is low on energy and mana, gonna be forced to back here, and Yates will back as well. Level 4 now going to be hitting.
I am back. I'm
Welcome
loaded
back.
back to the game, and it did not crash this time. So
Nice.
hopefully it will stay up. But
Yeah, we're seeing a
anyway,
little bit
we do
of
see a little bit of engagement here up at the top.
Yep, B17 on this Tony is going to be able to get away. Silver now laying down a bit of damage. We've seen a lot of almost fights so far. Like, one team has an advantage, but they're not going to push it because they don't want to take any losses this early in the game.
Yeah, so looking at the builds, it does look like we are going to be seeing a CP Vox after all. On the side of Hammer, CP Vox bot lane with the CP mid Celeste, the jungle weapon Tony, and the top weapon Reza. Definitely, been seeing a lot of weapon Reza lately. Is really strong being able to get in there, especially with
B17 gets
Tension,
a
though, having
huge
that
stun,
lead.
though. He's going to be CC'd out. He is very low health, going to have to dip around his turret to stay alive. And that's going to be some chip damage done on that top lane turret.
Yeah, really good job by them being able to get B17 caught out there a little bit. It's going to be able to get a good push here at the top lane. Almost maybe even taking the turret itself. It looks like they are going to be able to successfully take it down before B17 is able to rotate up to defend it. First turret going over to Baby Sharks.
Which is huge, obviously. Vainglory is a game about objectives, and taking objectives is how you win, because that will net more gold than just straight up kills. So it's a good thing that Baby Sharks are pushing their objectives here. And speaking of objectives, this bot lane turret is getting sieged up by Hammers. It looks like they are going to take it with little to no problem.
Yep, definitely a good job getting the counter push, so it is pretty even game turret-wise here. A little bit of a gold lead
Stratosphere
coming
gonna
out
get
for the side of Hammers.
stunned up. Big ult there from Mixi. He's gonna have to pop his flask just to get out. Fear Poseidon is also low, gonna knock Mixi back, and they will get a good disengage.
Yeah, really good job there getting Yates to pop his ward treads in order to get out safely. Did get a little low there in that fight, had to port back, as we do see the continued push coming down here at the bot lane by Reza and Vox. Jewel and Yates looking to intercept and contest a little bit.
Yep, and mid lane is going to be a little bit more contested as well. These empowered A's from Batiste are really going to start hitting hard now that he has a Spellfire under his belt and Fearsome Shade, which is an extremely powerful ultimate that you'll need a Crucible for.
Yep. We do see Lyra having the double Oak Heart, or Dragon's Heart, building into that Crucible there just in time for Baptiste ult to come up. So they're going to have that solution.
Sharks is here, though.
Successfully. Hammer's going for the Ghost Wing, going for the engagement.
Oh, it's a big stun! Oh, but the Jewel ult is even bigger. That's going to be a kill now. A double kill for Jewel. That's going to be maybe a triple if she can chase down this Lyra. Misses the strike there, but is going to be able to clean that one up, I'm pretty sure. Yep, triple for Jewel. And Tony hanging on to a sliver of his life. B17 is going to get caught in that spooky circle of not going places. I forgot what it was called, but that's going to be a clean fight and Ghost Wing for Baby Sharks.
Yeah, nice job by the Baptiste chasing down the Tony. Ordain not quite able to successfully stop him from getting away, but they are going to be able to push that top turret here with the Silver Nail. Trying to get that damage off real quick, but the barrier comes up before he can finish it off. Tony going in gets silenced by the trap, though. The come at me, bro, is going to go off, taunting the Silver Nail, but not quite going to be able to stop him from getting away as a turret is taken in the bot lane.
Another Jewel is finally fighting back here. And speaking of fighting back, the pull is going to miss from Stratosphere, but he's going to get the big stun there on Invader Zim. Another stun, going to drop him down to about half health. Pops the Sigil to stay up. Hammers does not want to fight this. They're just skirting around the edge of the battlefield here. And they're down a member as well. Vox is still down in bot lane trying to deal with that minion wave. And there's going to be the big red button coming out. Going to be able to keep everyone up. Invader Zim, but it's a 5-on-2 now in this mid lane. A lot of damage being rained down. And they got to rotate up. Unless this mid turret might get contested real hard here. Invader Zim going to get pulled up. He's going to get CC'd down, but he's going to be able to get out of it. Mortal Wounds going to make sure he can't heal very much. 1 health, pops boots, and he will be okay.
Yep, they're doing a good job of applying all this pressure currently to the different lanes. We do see Reza is going to get the kill onto the Silver Nail there in the top lane. Look to possibly push that turret. Yates going to try to defend. But looking at the builds, we do see Celeste building towards. Is going to pick up that Dragon's Eye. It has her 2-item build right now. So that is going to be a good spike as Stratosphere gets caught.
Echo Fury here is in a little bit of a trouble herself as B17 and Illust are looking to siege this turret. Both of them are pretty low on mana, so they can't really do a whole lot here. But it looks like they will just steal a Treant and back off.
Yep, so we do see the, a lot of damage coming out from Hammers. They're not quite able to do enough yet. Still into this early game, much later game comp that they have. But the double support utility coming out from the side of Baby Sharks with the War Treads and just tankiness of the Yates with the healing and just shielding of the Lorelei. As we see them getting onto the Lyra. Lyra goes down to the Thunderstrike.
Big damage already coming out from Jewel. And with the Overdrive coming out on her Thunderstrike, that will be doing a lot more damage as well. And this mid lane turret is getting really sieged up. The circle is going to land down onto... Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a big jump. Jewel might pay for this, though, as the CC and the turret shots keep coming down. Level's going to chase this. Jewel is so low, but oh, that's so much damage. It's disgusting. Oh my god, Batiste! The empowered A's are doing so much damage. He's going to get shut down there in a double kill from Level before he finally goes down. Jewel's going to pick up a Frostburn here, getting a lot more damage, and they're going to look to move onto this turret. Stratosphere gets taunted. B17 going to be able to heal himself up, taking a couple turret shots, but that's not going to even matter as Silvernail will take down this first mid turret.
Yeah, Yates coming out with the ult, though, coming after this Reza. Reza gets ordained, not quite going to be able to get out of there, and that's going to be another kill for the side of Baby Shark. Baby Shark's doing a great job of just controlling this game. They are starting to lose a few turrets in these bot and top lanes, but they're keeping the kills up, and they're just keeping the great rotations coming through and trying to keep that pressure on the side of Hammers.
Yeah, and where Hammers has an edge definitely is in team fights, not exactly pushing objectives. So if they can keep the objectives that they have so far and then just shove the team fights whenever they can, like force them to do team fights, then they can totally win this one here. But it's kind of like Invictus versus Fnatic, if you watched the League Worlds at all. Like, Invictus's strength was in their team fights, and Fnatic was in split pushing and objectives. So it's kind of the same deal here.
Yep, definitely, you know, objective-wise, Baby Shark's doing a great job.
That's a lot of damage,
does
though.
come out from the
Oh,
Lyra.
big ult from Mixi. He's going to get ordained, trapped. So many abilities getting popped here. Shui is so low. Fountain's going to be popped. Won't save him at all, though. That's a kill here. Blackclaw is on the fold. Mixi going to jump in there, or get pulled in, rather. Big red button doing a lot of damage, though. Illis is dropping extremely low. B17, he's going in. No fear, just fight from him. But he's going to have to back off, as Baby Sharks will retreat under their turret. That's a big taunt onto Fear Poseidon. Illis is going to dive in, but he will get punished for it. Yates takes the kill. Stratosphere as well. Level going so deep, and he will take this first turret as well. Going to drop to Hammers.
Yeah, great engagement there. They did try to pull in the Celeste with the Yates Bear's Maw, but Celeste was able to boot out of the way of the stun, keeping her alive and able to continue to push that damage. As they look to take this Ghost Wing, that is going to give them a really strong edge here, looking for another team fight, having that buff, and they're going to want to take the Baby Sharks down in the upcoming team fight within the next few minutes to hopefully take them out and just get a few turrets pushed and bring this game more towards their advantage.
Yep, Mixi is going to try to steal up this turret, but it will go over to, Mixi. He will steal that one, but they're gonna gather here around Blackclaw. Couple players from each side trying to go in. B17, he wants it. He's gonna go in, and gonna good stun on Invader Zim. Gonna make sure he can't chase that too hard. But B17 is so deep in the jungle. He's caught out Fear Poseidon. That's a lot of damage. Ordain's going to come down. Silence from the Silvernail. Taunting is going to land onto him, but he's going to get out. Stratosphere doing a lot of damage. Bada bing, bada boom will knock him back, but B17 will pay for his aggression as he goes down. Shut down, in fact. Boot's going to be popped. They want to engage here onto Invader Zim and Illist, but the Ordained will come down, but he will teleport out. But that's two coming onto Lyra here, taking a lot of damage. Stratosphere pulls him back in. That's going to be blocked up the stun as well. Silence. He's taking so many abilities. He's so tanky right now, but that tankiness cannot stop the turret from falling, as Illist will have to run far away in the top.
Yeah, great job by Baby Sharks chasing that kill down. They were able to get the turret along with it and help them out with the gold lead. Hammer still has a bit of more of a gold lead there, but the Solar Storm not quite able to take down the Yates, surviving on just a sliver. Getting caught out there, Celeste was not able to do enough there as they look to just defend in this game and just try to survive.
Yeah, the portal coming up seemingly every 20 seconds, or it seems like it's every fight here from Invader Zim. He's doing a great job here, getting away from all of the CC, but it might not be enough, as that's a big pull from Stratosphere, a lot of damage going down. Lyra, not the tankiest of characters, not able to take a lot of damage, and that is a good kill. Baby Sharks needs to take some objectives now. It looks like they might go for this Blackclaw here. All 5 heroes are down. Mixi did steal that treant, but it's a 4v5 big red button tearing into both Level, and Mixi. Baby Sharks has to do something here. They can't let this this man advantage go to waste.
Yeah, we do see that Baby Sharks is going to be going for that Blackclaw. Reza is going to be able to notice, get a little bit of vision on it. Ghost Wing has landed as well. Solar Storm comes out, not quite going to be able to steal it.
But B17's going to get pulled in. That's a big kill onto Illis here. Fear Poseidon going to be picking that one up. This dragon is marching down the mid lane, and with a hero down, Hammers is going to look to try to defend this one as much as they can, but this turret is going to fall, definitely, and maybe another one, because this dragon is still full health. Oh, even with the Crucible extra health, that did a lot of damage. Jewel already at 3 items and no defense.
Yeah, we are seeing Celesto building towards that Broken Myth, has the Spellfire, Dragon's Eye, Eve, starting to hit that spike. Once the Broken Myth comes down, being able to pierce through that shield, we'll hopefully be able to dish out a lot more damage in these fights. But Solar Storm comes out just a bit late in stealing that Ghost Wing.
Orchard's going to be popped. They want to engage this. Oh, the fear, the silence, the mortal wound, the damage is just going to force B17 to retreat here. He's not going to have the tools to deal with this one. But that's going to be a big kill. Level goes deep and finds a kill here onto Neko Fury. That's their captain down, and it looks like they're going to have to contest this. Mixi getting exploded by that big red button. He is so low already. And it looks like Baby Sharks want to contest this one. A couple just like scattering shots being dropped from Mixi, but Invader Zim has no mana. Nothing really able to support his team with. But there's the big stun. Jewel Jump's gonna jump in. Thunderstrike doing a lot of damage, and that's a double kill. Baptiste and Yates picking up kills. Big red button coming out already. Another kill. Level is so low. Stratosphere drops down. He's going to get mortal wounded, taking shots from the Vein Crystal. Jewel's going to jump in again, taking a lot of damage, but they will both get out with a shred of their lives. But at what cost here, Blake?
Yeah, mid-turret, final mid-turret is going to go down there for the side of Hammers. The Armory, the only thing that is going to survive there in the mid lane. The big red button from Jewel just doing so much in these fights. Vox hasn't quite been able to just dish out enough damage. Is sitting there with a Shiv, Alternating Current, and an Eve. Not having that Dragon's Eye to build up those stacks is costing them in these fights. It just isn't able to dish out enough damage. They're having to rely mainly on the Celeste, and Celeste is just getting caught out a lot by this Yates and this Baptiste, and then the big red button just annihilating from that damage, sitting there with a Spellfire, Frostburn, and a Broken Myth, just the damage coming out, and the constant usage of it because of all of the cooldown just shows you why CP Jewel is back in the meta here in this 3.8
necessary tools to deal with these CC abilities, as Mixi will throw a Solar Storm into the heavens, but won't find any targets. Stun coming out onto Illis, just a little bit of chip damage here, as they want to push this mid lane again. Black Claw will be coming up soon, but not soon enough to really do anything. And it's going to be a forced port and a rotation down from level. Going to just try to clear this wave that has been marching down the mid lane. And that's the boots going. They're going. Black Claw has landed. That's going to be a big objective after this. And Mixi, he's getting exploded so low. He's going to get Fountain to save himself. But Lyra goes down. That's a captain. That's all they're healing. Hammers is not in a good spot right now, as Stratosphere will just straight up teleport to their scout cam and start working on this dragon. He's got the health to tank it. And it looks like Baby Sharks will have a free dragon.
Yep, that is the great thing about Yates, being able to use your ult to dash anywhere on the map. If you go down, you respawn in late in the fight, you can join your teammates immediately, or just go start Black Claw right up. And that is going to be a Black Claw from the side of Baby Sharks as they look to push this game. No turrets down, up left for the side of Hammers in that mid lane. So
and they're going to take Ghost Wing too.
Ooh, having the buff plus the Black Claw, already having an advantage in these team fights, that is going to be hard for Hammers to deal with as they start to march their way down the mid lane to catch up with this Black Claw.
100%. This dragon is going to fall. It will not take an armory. So, nothing really going down there. That's a big minion wave they're going to have to clear, but they're going to engage. B17 is going to go, but he gets blocked out of Big Red Button, I'm pretty sure, as the Solar Storm will tear through. Mixie gets one. He get another? They're going in. Illis going very deep. He's going to block the stun and get the kill there onto Stratosphere. He will get bursted down, though, by that Thunder Strike, doing a lot of damage. But he teleports out using his ult. Not going to be able to die there. But that's a double kill with the Big Red Button. He's going to get 2. And will he get 3? Invader Zim is very caught out here. He probably won't survive this one. And level is low. B17 is not at full health, but it looks like this might be game here, Blake.
Yeah, they had a great engagement there from the side of Hammers. Was able to take out the Baptiste and the Yates, but they were able to bring it back around.
Oh,
with
the big
Red
stun!
Button.
And Silverneff survived for so long, and that's just so much damage. That's an ace, and that's going to be game 1 going to Baby Sharks. Wow, what a slaughter fest that was.
Yeah, Jewel dishing so much damage with the Big Red Button, and the constant usage of it because of how quickly it comes up. Was able to just melt down the Celeste, and you saw in that last fight, Reza was about to escape, and the very tip of the Big Red Button was able to just take out the Reza and just keep that engagement going, and they were able to take that and use it to push for that win there in the final few minutes.
Yeah, honestly, a great game between both teams. Obviously going to look to reset, and then we go again, as this is a best of 3, so Hammer still does have a chance, and we'll see how it goes.
To just blow out that game for a game 1 victor.
Yeah, honestly, he did a really good job soloing out the Lyra, especially just making sure that the captain couldn't do anything with the rest of her team, especially since that was the only source of healing that Hammers had. But we are going into draft, and it's going to look like a flicker ban probably first.
Yeah, they are highlighting that. They did ban the flicker at last game, so we'll see if they decide to do that again here in game 2. And it looks like it is going to be a first ban flicker for the side of Baby Sharks. Hammers mulling it over a little bit. Not highlighting anyone, so looks like, we might be seeing maybe a Yates, Finn. I've known are pretty often common bans. They're gonna ban the Vox, so definitely finding a threat in that. Wasn't quite able to pull it out for him in the first game, but can definitely be a force to be reckoned with if you let it get out of hand too far. As we see Anka being banned for the side of Baby Sharks. Very common ban. Anka really strong in the current meta, and can just be so mobile and just melt heroes. Being able to just port behind you and get that backstab damage can be just really strong, as we see Churnwalker being banned here for the second ban on the side of Hammers. The hook and chains with the trespass can be really strong, so definitely a pretty strong ban in there.
Yes, very strong indeed, and it looks like we might see a Yates first pick here from Fear Poseidon, and it will be. Oh, so good crowd control, good CC ability. I said that twice. You know what I mean.
Yeah, being able to just get the enemy team out of position with that pole and being able to dash in there from anywhere on the map, whether he's helping push bot or just out of the fight, he can just get in there in a moment's notice with his ult. So really great team player there in the side of Yates, and Stratosphere did a great job playing in last game, as we see Finn being picked up second for the side of Baby Sharks, with Silvernail and Lorelei being picked up on the side of Hammers. Finn, really strong pick, is extremely tanky, and having the movement speed in the river when he's not in combat can help him rotate very easily throughout the lanes, and is definitely something they have to watch out for. Having a double pull for the side of Baby Sharks, and there's the Jewel.
Oof. This is a strong lineup here so far from Baby Sharks. And I see all you in chat spamming Baby Shark.
Yeah. I'm surprised people ain't spamming the Baby Shark dude.
No, stop! But, don't encourage it. Don't encourage it.
Let us know who you're rooting for in this game too. Whether it's Baby Sharks, it's hashtag Baby Sharks, or if it's Hammers, it's hashtag Hammers. As we see Arden and Lyra picked up. Definitely an interesting comp for the side of Hammers, but I'm really liking what Baby Shark is pulling out right here. They have massive front lines with Yates, Finn, and Jewel to just tank so much for this Celeste here that they have. Definitely going to be in mid lane, and are they highlighting the kinetic, a little bit of Saw, so might be seeing a Saw, but having those pretty good front lines.
I hope so.
Squishies in the back can just get so much for the side of Baby Sharks, and I think they have an amazing comp right now. And currently, I wouldn't have to give game one or give the game to Baby Sharks just comp wise in this draft, as we see Alpha picked up last for the side of Hammers.
Yeah, this draft is looking really strong from Baby Sharks. They've got 3 super tanky characters, going to provide a really good front line for Kinetic and Jewel, just going to be able to tear up the backline. And, Invader Zim is going to stick on this Lyra. It didn't really work that well first game. That was because he was getting soloed out so much. And now that Baby Sharks has 2 pulls, that might be even scarier for Invader Zim. So I don't know how that's going to work out. And chat is now full of Baby Sharks. Good job, Blake.
You're welcome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this night here. But yeah, Hammers, that's one thing that they lacked in the first game. They had a lot of damage in the heals with Lyra. They had the damage with Celeste and Vox. But they didn't have much of a front line. Reza's good at diving into the back lines to take out the squishy heroes. But Tony can tank only so much, and he's not that much of a tanky hero compared to some of the other options you have, like an Arden or an Alpha. Them having the Arden and Alpha to frontline for this Lorelei, and then the speed and the shield from the Lorelei, they will have a much tankier and less squishy comp here in this game for game 2. So maybe they'll be able to pull something different out here and maybe bring this to a 1-1 decision.
Yeah, it's looking like Hammers is going to be aggressive this time, but it looks like Baby Sharks is taking 3 into the jungle here. Invader Zim will yoink that Crystal Treant out from McShee's nose, or Shui's nose, excuse me. And the Crystal Treant will be secured by McShee. So I guess I was right. But Jewel here in top lane, going to be pressured out by Level and Illust. Going to be able to...
a little bit of engagement here at bot.
B17 is a little bit low, but nothing he can't come back from. It looks like Hammers is going to pull off the lane here and go for this Treant, but they've been spotted out. Stratosphere getting blown up a little bit, popping his flask, and he's just going to dip. He does not want this fight. B17 misses the prime directive, and Stratosphere will get behind turret. Oh, that's a big pull! He's going to pull him into turret range. That was 900 IQ, and that is going to be first kill.
Stratosphere, showing you why he was put on Yates in the first game, and why they brought it back out here in game 2. Being able to pull Alpha underneath the turret and pop the reboot with that stun to get the turret and take him down for the first blood. Baby Sharks getting first blood here in this game. That's going to give them the advantage that they want to start this off.
Yeah, and that is going to leave such a big hole in bot lane that they are just going to have to fill, as this minion wave is going to get cleared out. Mid is pretty much contested, a little bit shoved to the sides of Hammers. their sustain is a little bit stronger, and just the damage that they can dish out. But that's a big stun. Won't find any comeback from that, as Level will secure the top lane Treant. On Alter, again on Jewel, showing why he is the... that's why his comfort pick is there. But it looks like Baby Shark's gonna get a little bit aggressive, taking some camps, but Illust will come back and take this Crystal Treant of his own. And it looks like everyone's gonna back off after this.
Yeah, we did see Stratosphere going with the Bear's Maw, trying to pull in that Lyra. Lyra sidestepping up a little bit to avoid it, though, and keeps them from getting that second kill of the game.
Yeah, speaking of second kill of the game, there it is. Shui will take it, dropping Invader Zim again on this Lyra. And things are not looking great if you're Hammers right now.
Yeah, off to a bit of a rocky start. That Yates has just been doing so much for his team here in the early few minutes of this game.
Yeah, well, I think we have a minute here between fights. You want to talk about lane matchups a little bit?
Yeah, so we do see that it is going to be a weapon, looks like a weapon Alpha, a weapon Arden, and a weapon Silvernail with the CP Lorelei coming out, building up that alternating current there. Silvernail going up against the CP Jewel. You know, he's going to have a good early game. You know, he's been invading your jungle a lot, has that double buff right now. But Jewel, once she gets some items built, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with. You saw it in the last game. And he definitely needs to watch out later in this match, because it will not be as easy as it seems right now. Definitely
not. And we saw how good Unalter was last game. And this game is definitely a lot slower paced than the last one. But it looks like Stratosphere is going to get caught out a little bit. He's going to dive onto Mixi. Won't find the stun. But they're just going to run away. B17 gets Prime Directive, going to jump in. Stratosphere is 1 health, but he's going to have to back off. Level and B17 are also low, so they will have to back off again. And no kill is going to be exchanged here.
We do see Jewel using the big red button to clear up lane a little bit there in the top, trying to defend this turret from Silvernail, but Silvernail just doing quite the push here.
Yep, ults are online for both of them. But here comes Stratosphere. He's bootsing in, misses the pull, gonna try to run in and get that stun. Will also miss. Illust will probably get out here. But yeah, gold lead is pretty much even. Kill lead is not that big. And Ghostwing will land here on Sovereign's Rise. And it looks... I can't tell who's going to win this yet.
Yeah, we do see Fountain being picked up by the Finns, so they're going to have that nice healing for these fights. You know, they're already at a little bit of an advantage right now. But now having that heal is going to help them a lot. Lyra picking up the Crucible, so they'll have the team-wide block up. But when you have the double pull coming out from Finn and Yates, it is something you have to be wary of. And not having a Fountain, while yes, the Crucible will make her heals a little bit stronger, Sigil can only be placed in one spot at a time, and you can be run off of that fairly easily as they look to push bottom turret here for the side of Baby Sharks. Fairly easily as they look to push bottom turret here for the side of Baby Sharks.
Yep, and that will be the turret. But no fights here yet. But big red button's gonna go wide, and that's gonna be the but that's so much damage. Level's gonna get stunned. He's gonna take some turret shots as well, and the turret will kill him. 3-0 Baby Sharks. Wow, pulling out the big brain plays here.
Yeah, Jewel, knowing she's going to lose that turret, uses the big red button to take out the first wave, but realizes when they dive in that she can secure a little bit of help, at least for a trade for that turret. As the rest of her team gets the Ghostwing, they're going to be looking for an engagement here.
Definitely. And with that Ghostwing buff as well, they're going to be looking to engage on this. Stratosphere going to be low, gets the Fountain to keep himself alive, but that also means it's not available yet in this next engagement. Fear Poseidon just gonna kite up, do a lot of damage. All 5 members here. The big pull, big juke there. Actually, Invader Zim gonna be able to get back to his team, and but it looks like they're still coming in to fight. I'm pretty sure. But nothing gonna really happen here. Looks like
you see a little bit of a push going on from Baby Sharks, trying to get a little bit of chip damage in off of that turret, but they're not going to want to engage here. Ghost Swing buff is still up for a few seconds, but looks like Hammer's just going to want to wait this out, going to try to steal this Crystal Treant for their side. As the Prime Directive and Gauntlet goes down.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage. Sui tried to get off a Solar Storm, but died in the process. That's a kill. But Stratosphere pulls in B17. He has ult available, not ready to pop. He did not get the chance to pop it off, excuse me. And the burn from Lorelei's Fish Food is going to take down Jewel. The rest of the team is low. They probably don't want to push this, as they will back off. Gonna go back to farming, gonna clear that top lane wave before it reaches a turret.
Yeah, really good job by the side of Hammers. Good engagement, but Stratosphere with the pull on B17, able to capitalize, at least make it a bit more of an even trade, and not give them easy opportunity to just get away with it and take an advantage for the side of Hammers.
Yeah, that mid turret will fall. Baby Sharks honestly looking in control of this game, even though everything is basically dead even. They're having the stronger team fight presence. They're managing their rotations better. They always seem to be the ones engaging the fights rather than reacting to them, which can be honestly really powerful. But yeah.
Yeah, but we're definitely going to be seeing a spike coming here soon. Jewel almost finishing off. Guy Frostburn last game. We'll assume that she will be getting a Frostburn again in this game. But on top of that Spellfire, that'll be finished up here shortly. And man, that bigger button is going to start dealing more damage as this game goes on.
Yeah, and this bot lane is getting pressured as well, but it looks like Hammers are going to force them to back off, and they're going to want to fight here. There's a lot of damage going on to Mixi. Fear Poseidon going to take that down. He's going to pick up the breaking point mid-fight just so that he can. Solar Storm going to rip through, not going to find any kills. Stratosphere is so low, he's going to try to back out, but oh, will he make it? Everything is on cooldowns. Nobody can chase him. And, oh, Stratosphere. My God.
Oh, can he even be killed is the question that everyone is asking right now. Hammer is doing everything they can to try to chase him down, but just not quite enough as they look to take this first turret here in the mid lane.
Yeah. This game is so even. I honestly, I can't pick a side yet, at least. I was definitely Team Baby Sharks early game, but it looks like Hammers is holding their own, and hopefully, cross my fingers, cast a curse, that this goes to a game 3, and we can see some more action here. But 20 seconds until Black Claw is up, and that's a big pull. Gonna be hit, blocked up though. Gauntlet gonna be dropped, stunning up Fear Poseidon. That's a lot of damage. Level though, he's low. Big red button gonna tear through him, and that will be a kill. Neko Fury wants to chase. He's gonna get a big stun though. Fear Poseidon's gonna have to back out. Prime Directive gonna jump in. B17 can't get any follow up off that though. And Solar Storm will tear through the entire team. Everyone going low on the side of Hammers. They will have to back out. That's another team fight win for Baby Sharks, and they're gonna start up Ghostwing.
Yeah, really good job. Nice force the core to start off the fight there from the Finn. Was a great engagement.
Oh, that's a good stun though.
That good team fight off for their team.
Dragon OP gonna kill him there, but they're gonna want to finish this dragon here. It's so low that they can't really leave it, but that's gonna bite them in the butt here as Yates goes down. The Ghost Wing will be captured by Jewel, and he can 1v3. Do it on Alter. Do it to him. But he doesn't have any abilities left. He's going to get bursted down. Won't be able to take anyone with him. And unfortunately, that's a clean win for Hammers. But they did lose the Ghost Wing buff.
Yeah, was a good job by Unalter, you know, getting some damage in with the bigger button while also taking the Ghost Wing, even though they were not able to win the fight and all of them went down. That is a Ghost Wing buff not going over to the side of Hammers, which could have done a lot worse damage here at the end of that team fight if they were able to get that in the end.
Yeah, and the gold lead is actually starting to tip in the favor of Hammers. But I definitely think Baby Sharks can come back. Unalter just gonna big red button to clear out those minions. No respect for the hardworking boys in the Sovereign's Rise. But some item spikes going to be hitting as well. Shui getting a third offensive item here. But Mixi does as well. Unalter is getting close to what I imagine is going to be a Dragon's Eye. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, either a Dragon's Eye or a Shatterglass. That burst damage coming out can be doing a lot of damage in these fights. But one thing about Hammers that I mentioned from last game, and I think that's one of the things that is helping them out a lot, they have a lot more frontline here with this team comp here in Game 2 than they did in Game 1, and you see that it is showing a lot how well having that frontline can be in these fights. They're surviving a lot longer, and they're getting more kills. Being able to get in there and just tank up a bit more for their squishies in the back to just dish out the damage they need to put out.
Yeah, everyone's gathered around Blackclaw here. We might see a fight coming in as Hammers is going to start it. There is a little bit of vision in that top bush. So, Baby Sharks does know that it's going on, or maybe they don't. Stratosphere might get caught out here as Invader Zim wants to engage. Unalter gonna dish some damage. Solar Storm getting thrown way wide. Stratosphere is so low, he's gonna back out. And this Dragon is gonna start marching down the mid lane.
Yep, so Blackclaw coming out for the side of Hammers. They're looking to get a good push here in the mid lane. It looks like most likely going to be able to take down at least the second turret. But Baby Sharks looking to give a good defense here. Maybe turn this around into a team fight into their favor as they continue to wail on this Blackclaw.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of damage. And one thing I say in most games when it comes to this is that you just gave more net gold to the side of Baby Sharks, and I will continue that point in a second as Neko Fury is going to get caught out. That's a double kill from Level here on Arden as Solar Storm goes wide, hits a couple people, but nothing too big, and Baby Sharks will have to back off. But what I did want to say is killing Blackclaw gives you more net gold than not killing any objectives, you know? So they gave a bunch of gold over and didn't get really anything out of it, but I think they're gonna be okay.
Yeah, Blackclaw for a turret and a few kills. A little bit more gold in the for the side of Baby Sharks, but all in all, they're able to get one turret further into that mid lane, taking him down the last turret, and did get a few hits off onto it as they get the Ghost Wing buff and look to push a second tower even here at the bot lane. So looking at the Jewel build, decides to go for the Broken Myth third item, so looking to pierce through that shield. Gonna be dishing out a lot of damage if he can land that big red button, but one thing that's been hard is the speed coming out from this Lorelei with these Water Splash ability, her B, giving them that movement speed. They've been able to dodge these big red buttons, fairly well, taking a little bit of damage, but not enough to cause them too much trouble. And that's been working out really well for Hammers.
Absolutely, it's been working out as this game is so tight still as we approach this 18-minute mark here. Neither dragon is up, so these teams are going to be relying more and more on just the small advantages they can get, as even objectives are basically even with 5 turrets and 6 turrets remaining on either side. As Baby Sharks does look to hit this jungle shop here and move farther. They're just going to rotate bot lane. Nothing really there for them to pick up.
Yeah, looking to just get a little bit of, further into their builds, get a little tankier, get a little bit more damage, maybe buy an infusion here and there. As they look to dish out some damage, Big Red Button does come out, doing quite a bit to the Lorelei and to B17 there on the Alpha. But they're going to back up. Baby Sharks just looking to play defensive and just get further into their builds. Because I do believe that the further into this game that they get, the better it is going to be for Baby Sharks. Because the damage output from the Jewel and the Celeste is just going to be too much for them to handle if they let them survive longer into this.
Black Claw has landed. That could be huge. Hammer still has 2 mid turrets. Baby Sharks has 1/2. And it looks like Hammers have the better positioning here. Big Red Button, though, is going to tear out. That's a big pull onto Lyra as well. He's going to get out. Mixie going very low, blocking all the pulls, all the stuns. Very good job there on that Crucible. But they're on the back foot. Baby Sharks are going to try to march right on in here. Invader Zim low. Level drops the gauntlet. It stuns a couple members, traps them away. But that's so much damage. That's a lot. That's a big Solar Storm. That's what I'm thinking of. B17 pops his ult there, but he's going to die. Get Black Claw now, Baby Sharks. Close this game out. And that's another kill onto Lorelei. That's perfect.
Button from the Jewel. That is exactly what Baby Sharks needed to turn this game around as they move on to this Black Claw. Yates going to ult, going to go defend this wave, trying to keep that second turret alive there at the top. Looks like he's going to successfully be able to do that as Black Claw is unleashed for the side of Baby Sharks. This is the turnaround that I was talking about. The further into this game that they get, the more damage the Celeste and Jewel are going to be dishing out, and the tankier the front line of this Finn and Yates is going to be for them to survive these fights long enough to win in these team fights. And that's going to be second turret there for mid lane. This is the push that they need and quite possibly might be able to win with if they play this right.
Yeah, that turret just got absolutely melted. They lose a turret bot lane to some minions, but that doesn't even matter as they're just marching down. So much damage from that Solar Storm. That's absolutely disgusting. B17 will drop. Invader Zim gets pulled in. He's going to go very low. Stratosphere going to finish off that kill as well. On Altar going low, but he's doing so much damage it doesn't even matter. That's 4 kills now for the side of Baby Sharks. Stratosphere going to be able to finish this out. Can he? No, he will not. But On Altar will do it for him. 558 damage being dealt with that Thunder Strike. And Baby Sharks will take this game 2-0.
The great turnaround by Baby Sharks. They were, putting up a good fight. It was even all match with the slight advantage to Hammers, just always having that little bit of an edge, that one up on them almost the entire match. But that one engagement, nice force support coming out from and as they were just able to hold it in. The Solar Storm was bigger, but taking out 2 of the team members was all they needed. They were able to get that Black Claw, and that was the push in the team fight that got them the victory. Pulling out with an ace to beat them at game 2 for a 2-0 victory